This is Single-Pak Link. To learn more about the Gameboy Advance Single-Pak multiplayer functionality, such as how to connect compatible games with GBA link cables, be sure to check out my how-to video, link in the description. Pinky and the Brain, the master plan, has a Single-Pak Link multiplayer mode for up to 4 players. Another licensed IP, this side-scrolling platformer reminds me of the multiplayer mode found in Woody Woodpecker Crazy Castle 5 and Shrek Hassle at the Castle, and that's not a good thing. The goal is to hold on to a piece of cheese for as long as possible. As the game starts, a 2-minute countdown timer will appear for each player in the upper corner of the screen. Holding the cheese causes the timer to stop, and the player whose timer depletes first will lose. Strangely, before the game can begin, player 1 must select a playable character for all connected players as well as select one of 5 playable levels. In terms of play control, there is a subtle difference between the Brain and his zombified doppelganger Rufus, as these two can double jump while Pinky and his moody counterpart jump higher with a single leap if the button is held. Even though there's this slight movement difference between the characters, it doesn't matter much since all the stages are pretty much the same. Acme Lab has some test tubes and a few tiers. Rumble in the Jungle is almost the same thing with a name that doesn't rhyme. Shark Sandwich has a lame water theme. Just Go For It has some small platforms instead of longer ones. And Space Station has slightly bigger platforms. To make your opponent drop the precious cheese, you can either jump on his head or use one of the power-ups that are placed throughout the stage. You can shoot your opponent in the face with the pistol, for example, or this metal thing will cause the cheese-holding player to drop the cheese instantly. There is this cheese wheel thing that acts like Mario's Superstar, and there are some skate icons to make the player temporarily move faster too. Since this is nothing more than a game of keep away, it's a bummer that you can't press down plus jump to fall through the current platform, which makes a big difference since some of the platforms are close together. The camera scrolls, and when the cheese player is off screen, a red arrow points you in the right direction, which is a helpful feature, and the animation is actually pretty smooth. There's also a decent but weird soundtrack when playing this one cartridge multiplayer mode, which helps with the overall presentation. Unfortunately, playing keep away for 2 minutes while you hunt cheese with pop guns is limiting and not that much fun. There is an attempt to bring some replay value and variety with the character roster in 5 stages, but it just isn't ideal, and having the host player select all the characters before the match begins is an odd design choice. At least connected players have the option to change characters and stages without having to restart the GBAs. While it's cool that a Single-Pak Link mode was included, players are going to be better off watching the cartoon instead. That, or just come up with your own plan to take over the world from your secret lab. You know, like Jeff Bezos. But what do you think? Are you a fan of Pinky and the Brain? Do you have plans of world domination? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this Single-Pak Link coverage, be sure to check out my entire one cartridge multiplayer playlist right here on my channel. Until next time, thank you for watching and game on.